Sexism. According to the Oxford Dictionary definition, is the prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination typically against women because of their sex. Unfortunately, this still happens within one of the largest communities in the world. It's estimated that there are 3.2 billion gamers internationally, and it's still growing rapidly. In 2019, it was recorded that 45% of gamers within the United Kingdom identify as a woman. So why is sexism still such a large problem within this community? A study exploring female players' experiences within online first-person shooter games showed that there is a significant problem of sexism within certain areas of the community. A thesis created by M. Allison McDaniel for the University of Southern Mississippi had an international sample of 141 female FPS gamers, and it was investigated that 78.7% of them had experienced forms of verbal harassment or discrimination. However, everyone experiences some form of hate within the community, whether that's women attacking women or men attacking men mainly because of their gameplay. However, women receive hate differently just because of their gender, and that is what needs to be addressed. However, the clear difference of treatment between men and women within the community has been going on a lot longer than 2014. The portrayal of women within video games has also been a concurrent problem for over 20 years. A great example is Lara Croft, the female protagonist of the video game franchise Tomb Raider. Croft's introduction to the video gaming world was revolutionary to female gamers, as most past female protagonists were submissive and sweet, whereas Croft was described to be a young woman to a hardened survivor. She fights her way through jungles and ruins as a strong, independent woman. However, she's got a hypersexualized image, exaggerated bust line, and skimpy clothes which are clearly not suitable for a jungle. Thankfully, in recent productions of the game, her outfit is a lot more suitable and less sexualizing. But even sexualization isn't the only portrayal female characters are forced to face. The whole typical damsel in distress character story is another theme, especially within older games. With popular games such as Super Mario following this narrative, the most famous example I can provide is Princess Peach. It's clear that Peach's only purpose is to be captured and then saved by the male character, Mario or Luigi. Of course, the portrayal of women has majorly improved over the past few years, especially with recent games. Personally, I believe games such as The Last of Us or Apex Legends portray women and non-binary characters as strong and equal to their male counterparts. But like I stated earlier, the comments still exist outside of the characters and to the players instead.
You know, it's kind of sad. I think you're the first female I've met in this game besides me.
I've met a few.
Most won't talk because there's a lot of harassment that goes on in this community.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Jesus Christ, thanks for the fucking gamer girl. Oh my fucking god. Useless gaming girl. Sorry, I love you. You're a great part of this community and I'm glad you exist for the diversity purposes. Please know that everything I said was satirical, and I think you're a beautiful mother of. Yeah, I'm gonna rape you. Yeah.
You shouldn't be playing this game. This game is a boy game.
Oh.
You're a girl game.
All right.
I was lucky enough to attend Insomnia Gaming Festival, where I met people within the esports industry to discuss their thoughts and experiences of sexism within the gaming community.
I'm Schweigel. I'm a social media manager for Next In Line Esports, and I'm a VCT Game Changers player. So it's mostly when I don't feel comfortable speaking, if there's another woman playing the game as well. If I hear them speak, it'll be like someone's being toxic to them and they go, hey, that's kind of rude. But in response, I'll go, oh, you're a woman, go back to the kitchen.
I'm Jamie. I play Valorant for Next In Line Esports, and I am he, him. I think it really depends on where you are in the community, because in the area where I'm playing right now, the community is quite open to that, and they're basically whatever. They're quite open and quite inviting. However, if you play, I tend to recognize towards the casuals or people who just play to play basically. They're a bit close-minded to that and maybe a bit more toxic towards that. Why? I can't answer that. I don't know.
I guess it's just outright abuse, isn't it, half the time? It's just like, I think the worst is like the ones where well, you get some people who just say, oh, I'm just going to rape you for no reason at all. And just saying it outright.
I mean, if I witness it, I'll like sort of stick up for them, because if there's two people, it's better than having just one. But if I'm on my own, I'll just mute them, get on with the game.
I think it is a big problem in terms of sexism and like gaming overall. But I think there's slight improvements in it. I think that's all, really.
It can be dramatized, but it is also a problem. Like, I feel because it's dramatized, it gets people to think, oh, well, if I'm toxic, then they'll post my name everywhere. And like, they think any publicity is bad, like good publicity, but it's not.
Well, I think it's just like stuff like big companies like Riot obviously need to do more. Like bringing out hardware bans, having actual punishment for saying stupid stuff like that.
I mean, there are quite a lot of like males who, if they hear like any woman being like talked down to, they'll stick up for them, but they immediately get called a simp. So it's like, even if they stand up for you, then you'll just get more toxicity back.
With all the things covered within this documentary, it is clear to see that sexism is a problem. However, it definitely has improved. But the question is, how do we resolve this issue? Is it by more reporting services? Is it by ignoring the comments? Is it by speaking up? The truth is, no one's actually sure. Every community has bad people within them, and where the gaming community is so large, the ratio between good and bad people will be larger. All we can do is show the uninformed people that it's not okay to make these comments in this wonderful and eccentric community.